Hi guys, Vechs here. Welcome back to some more Space Engineers Meteor Storm Survival. We're on the bridge of the Crowbar. She's undergoing refit at the moment after our pretty harrowing battle against the military transport. Military mine layer. But the lights are on. Her heart is beating, and she is very much alive and, in the grand scheme of things, doing pretty well. Now, Corvette. This thing's not a Corvette. The weight class of this ship... Did I rename it? Did I ever get around to renaming it? No. I thought I could have sworn I did on Steam. Yes, it's a destroyer. It is a destroyer. That's the weight class. It jumped from Corvette past frigate up to destroyer because she's actually pretty heavy. And you can easily just take a look at this thing and be like, nah, that's not the size of a Corvette. That's way too big to be a Corvette. So I need to rename this real quick. Destroyer reclassification. Destroyer. There we go. A destroyer, and on Steam it's already been reclassified. So let's take stock. We have control panel. Wait, what was I just looking at? Industrial station. Why does this thing say mobile base? This is a destroyer armor class. And the antenna, yeah. Crowbar. I think antenna. Yeah. Yes. And I don't even own. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Alright, so housekeeping aside, something a bit more interesting is towards the front here, I'd like to rework the front of the ship. Now, I've already went ahead and ground out some of the armor plating up front here. I'd like to have some auto repair going on. I decided that 5 of these racks up here, for its purpose, a little overkill. I'm trying to disable the ships and pick off their turrets, mostly, to disarm them and then close in and stop them and take them back from grinding. So if this was a normal warship, you know what, 5, sure. Maybe even a little undergunned. Maybe 10 would be better. To make sure the broadside can just completely cripple a ship in 1 or 2 volleys. But for this purpose, more of a specialized purpose here, 3 is good, I think. Because we want to concentrate that firepower in a very precise area. So I'm going to go with 3. Now, as far as welding goes, I'm not going to use the twin welders for auto repair. For one, they cause way too much lag. They cause a very noticeable drop in frame rate. They're just too intensive, and also it feels slightly cheaty to me. So I'm only ever going to use the normal welders for auto repairing. Also, the twin welders, despite their very wide area, as you guys have seen, they're kind of slow. So they're not really even that great for auto repair. So I would like... So that's been taken out already in what appears to be a rough L shape. And my inventory is always full. Thankfully, I do have a cargo container right down here that I've been using. store stuff while I try to figure out where I want to take this. So I'm going to cut this out. And I think that the welders reach in. Let's put that one there. Now the welders will reach that first cannon, and I think they'll hit the middle one. I think. Maybe. And I probably should take that back so it doesn't float around my shipyard. Come here. Now I also made a small ship miner. I've basically decided that I think, as far as mining goes, I either want something that is big enough to eat an entire peanut all in one go, or something that's small and maneuverable enough to be more pleasant to use. So that's why I've made this new small ship. It is a Pickaxe class mining boat. Let's bring up this. There's a mining boat. There it is, the Pickaxe class. And here's I've made an actual cruiser. This is the heaviest thing I've built so far. It's in the weight class of a cruiser. This is the Jackhammer class mining cruiser. So there you go. Where's my hatchet? There it is. It's already on. Shouldn't it already be on Steam? I guess it hasn't shown up yet. But I made a new gunboat, the hatchet class, which I think I'll build. I have high hopes for that. It's very specialized design. But let's check out the pickaxe real quick. Let me go ahead and turn these welders on. I figured, there we go, I wouldn't weld it up off camera. Since it's the first time I'm building it, I'd let you guys see it get built. Yeah, these twin welders, they're not all that fast. But that's fine. They're convenient and easy to use and fun to use. And that's what matters to me. So in this recent patch, we also have LCD panels, which are pretty cool. I kind of want to... It's occurred to me that my module here, my industrial station here, looking in this, it kind of looks like a diner. Don't you guys think so? Like a classic American diner. All it needs is like an eat it, you know, like a space cafe sign in neon flickering up here. Wouldn't that be great? I think I might do that. How much is a wide LCD panel? Displays, computers, and construction components. Not even that expensive. So that's still building. You know what? Just for the lulz. Where is? All right, here we go. I'm going to put up a sign up on top of this. Alright, let's rotate her around. Rotate. There we go. I think I would kind of like it if this was mounted like... Oh wait, no, I can't do that. I basically need it to be a solid block here. There we go. I wanted to mount it more towards the front. Do I have the parts for this already? No, I need displays and computers. Well, I should have quite a lot of them down here in storage. I need 20 computers. Computer? Oh, yeah, they're right here. And then display. Also in the same thing? Oh, right over here. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Boom! That was easy. Alright, what should this say? This is gonna say... Public title. Space Cafe. Oh, it doesn't. Oh. Uh-huh. Show text on screen. Public. Font size huge. No, we're not quite done yet. Is it on? It's on. This is the first time I've used this, by the way. Edit public text. Oh, what? Public title. Oh, this must be it. Space Cafe, please. Is this it? There we go. Okay, that's odd. So if I come in here, title, T. What is this? Edit private text. Oh, the private text is what is this? I see. So that's me editing the private text. So the public text is that key right there. The public title. Does that matter? Show text on screen. Public, private, everyone read and write, font size. Maybe a dark, nice dark blue. Space Cafe. There we go. Wait a minute. Could I, how about we do, we have to brace the sign, I think. Actually, no, we don't. Well, it would disconnect from the electrical grid if it became disconnected. There we go. I like that much better. That's how we're gonna do that. That frame rate, though. Ugh. There. Space Cafe. It totally looks like a diner, don't you think? I think it looks like a diner. Like, for cereals. Actually, you know what? Instead of blue, the blue doesn't look bad. But I was thinking, how about like a nice dark gold color to match the... There we go. Now, can I... And this is mostly just me learning here. Can we do something, a little something like this? Yes, we can. There we go. Maybe one more space, and it'll be done. Space, space, boom. Space Cafe. I love everything about that. That's great. We can make a space restaurant. So now that we have gravity, I made a ramp down here so you can come down and walk around on the shelf. I think that's kind of cool. And I want to drill into this asteroid here and have the tunnel going in and make a base inside it. I think would actually be really, really cool. But on the outside we have the Space Cafe. It's not a cafe at all because there's no cafe block in the game. But, you know, it's there in spirit. There we go. Alright, let's go see, let's go check on the welding and see how it's going. It's wrecking my frame rate, that's how it's going. Clear all that off my bar. And I put lights all over it just because I liked the way it looked. That's about it. Now down here, so that's still going. We'll just leave that going. Those twin welders are so great for me to just start a project and have it welding, especially since this is a single player LP. Like, I can just set them doing that while I go do other stuff. So over here, we have the auto repair welders. Now this is a great time to test this. Oh, come on. Welder. I'm just going to turn it on. See what happens. So this, I'm like 98% sure if I just click to deposit, okay, that repairs that right on up. Let's see if it can reach the middle one. Let's take the steel plates off. Let's briefly left click to deposit the steel plates, and damn it, doesn't reach. So that kind of sucks. I kind of wish the vanilla welder would reach at least 2 blocks. I mean, come on. That sucks. Oh well. So the middle one isn't getting repairs. So what about right? You don't need to be that color. You need to be that color, I believe. Skadoosh. Oh, and look, it's now This is actually connected to. That's connected to the conveyor system. That's a perfect place for it, and it is now touching. Now you, sir, you turn yourself off. There we go. Now, this one needs to be finished up. Apparently, I have plenty of components in my bag here to work on this. Now, you are pointed right at the middle one. I don't think it might reach diagonally. It may actually reach diagonally. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Testing is the name of the game here. Alright, so it's been enabled. Alright, so I know for a fact it reaches this one. Look at that auto repair going. And the fact that it accesses the ship's cargo bay is kind of sweet. Just saying. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the one in the middle is capable of reaching. Okay, so it's basically the block right in front and then reaches the blocks to either side. But it has no depth. And as we can see here, we can test it very quickly by just doing that. Yeah, it doesn't reach that. So that appears to be the approximate range of the normal welder. And that honestly may be enough to satisfy the demand here. It's just a very simple, elegant, single welder solution right there. But, you know what would be really cool? Is if we could get some forward armor repair of the armor by mounting some welders here and here to keep that forward armor repaired. Why did that just get assembled? Well, okay then. It reaches beside itself. I didn't see that coming, but that's interesting. Well, I definitely now wish to put a layer of blocks here. So what can we use? So I would like to have these connected to the conveyor system. Like that. Let's mount them facing forward here. There we go. And this will give us some auto repair capability on the forward mounted armor. Now, I'm a little concerned about frame rate drops using welders, even the normal welders. So I'm going to try to go a little easy on these and not go crazy. So we are connected to the conveyor system with all of these. And depending on how this refit works out, we may be looking at a new version of the crowbar up on the Steam workshop for you guys to use. And this is great because this will be a ship that's undergone real trials. And I just want to kind of come in here and turn on like every welder ever. Let's just turn them all on. There we go. Gotta be kind of careful here now. We have active welders. And hey, look! My pickaxe is almost done being built. Ugh! Oh, the frame rate! Chug, chug, it chugs. Let's refill my suit energy before I starve to death in this game. So while the pickaxe here looks fairly complicated, just the fact that it's taking small ship-sized components means it's much cheaper than a compact miner. Obviously, it does not have the refining capability or the assembler capability at all. It's just for ore. But that's fine, especially now since I have this base. The whole purpose of the base is the central point for ore processing. I don't need a ship to do it for me anymore. So how's that doing? It's getting done. We're doing pretty good. Okay. Alright, so that's doing its thing. Let's come back down here and get out our heavy armor. Okay, heavy armor. Well, at least on the bright side. What would be the bright side here? I don't know. I can come work around here without completely annihilating myself. Like I do with the, Oh, okay, well, the repair system works. if it's slightly overzealous. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and put these in a block group. Welders. Angered. Alright, calm down, guys. Calm down. All you guys calm down. We just need to take these off. And I'm going to make these into normal armor blocks, I think. And I'm so glad I have it. You guys would really not want me to have this on realistic welding and grinding speed. Like, that's just a no-no. That's a no-no, ladies. Oh, dang it. I'm full. Oh, here. You'll end up using it anyway. Hold on to that for me. Okay. I need to get this one out of the way, too. Alright, now, there we go. Alright, so it's symmetrical. I kind of wished I had access to symmetry mode right now, but I don't in survival, so we'll just have to deal with that. So let's put a block there, there. Some more heavy armor up front. Very thick armor up front. Now, hopefully these cannons ought to be relatively resilient now. I have, you know, some high hopes. I think I can go ahead and switch to doing this number here. I like the very angular feature here. Is that about how I want to push that in right there? Like that? And again, I really wish I had symmetry mode. Yeah, there's just, I press the keys and nothing happens. So, no symmetry mode in survival mode. It kind of sucks. But hey, we have the blueprints, so I can use those to build with. So that's cool. There's no real good way to do the block here, is there? Not really. Maybe, probably this is what I would want to put on here. Like that. That looks okay. I'll accept it. That is satisfactory. Alright. Is it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. No. Boop! There we go. And then down here, I wanted some bits down here. Oh my gosh, the front of the ship is almost looking smooth. We can't have that. I need more like, I need it to be more blocky and pillbox looking. It can't be too smooth now, or too sleek looking. It's got to be rugged and boxy looking. That's my style. It's my jam. Right. Can I take control of the welders remotely? Oh god, I love that. Boom! Look at that. Oh no, they're reaching all of them! Look, guys, look! They're reaching every block I placed! That is amazing. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. That's really, really, really cool. Now, just... that doesn't get welded, right? 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 Nothing here gets welded? If I wanted auxiliary armor? No. Okay. Looks like it does not. Alright, so the reinforced frontal armor looks great, and it even gets automatically welded. Now we still have the frontal ram plate to just offer extra protection, because why not? But, yeah. There we go. Even more forward durability. I'd like to see him try killing those cannons now. Especially with what you call it? Auto Gatling fire. Is that how that was placed on here? Oh, like this? This looks like a mess. Like this? Like that? Is that how I had it? I'm missing tines. I'm missing tines on the forward ram plate. I think. There we go. Is that about how I had it? And there was like a one here, and then one there. I miss symmetry mode so much. And then there was like one sticking off to the side here. And we just had like all the extra armor on here. Boom. Like that. That's still being... wow, man. Even a small vehicle takes a while. Well, I don't think I have enough welders running right now. Let's add to that. We don't have enough welders running. Did I put anything over here? Oh, no. Guess not. There we go. Well, I'll weld all this up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, the pickaxe is all welded up. Now, it's got several reactors on it. One of them is exposed to space here. And that's the one I'm going to just come in and put one in. That powers up the whole ship. And for the rest of the reactors, I can just go ahead and, now that the conveyors are powered up, I can just stick it in the connector here. And the other reactors will start feeding off of that chunk of uranium. So I think it's got 5 reactors in total. Yeah, it's got 5 in total. 2 on one side, 2 on the other. They're connected to the connector here. I didn't use any large thrusters because of cost. I was looking at, yeah, small ship, large thruster is 12 components versus 1 component. That's the main thing there, is the thruster components. The rest is just iron, and like I've said before, I'd give 0 craps about iron. Okay, let's hop in the cockpit here. There's the pickaxe. Pickaxe is up and running. Let's go ahead and turn the lights off for now. There's an antenna. So, in mining note pickaxe class. So there's a nice little pickaxe class, and I want to make a smaller one. I want to basically make like the smallest, most basic mining boat you could make it, and I'm going to call it the chisel. So you're going to have chisel, pickaxe, and then jackhammer. Okay. So this thing, if you noticed, it's actually got side-facing drills, and that's basically just to help it not get hung up and stuck out when it's doing its thing. And then it's got plenty of lights here, which I think looks pretty cool. And it also has... Did I put a remote control in this? Oh, right, I didn't. It's got an antenna, but no remote control. That's trivial to put something like that in here. Does it have a camera either? Yeah, no camera and no remote. So let's go out and try this thing. Hello, world. Please don't bash my skull in with... let's just attack what I left over here. I like that the small size drills leave room for you to see in between them. So we're just gonna get on this and start mining away, and it's just gonna eat this stuff up. I think it works pretty well. I'm just gonna leave that on and start flying around. Hopefully my side-facing drills will also help out. Yeah. Make sure I don't bump into any free-floating, these small remnant blocks here. And hopefully I won't get nailed by a meteor. That would suck. But thankfully I think I'm significantly smaller than even the compact miner. This thing's pretty small and maneuverable. I don't think I need the lights out here. I'd only really turn the lights on if I was going into an asteroid. So I love being able to just drill straight through stuff while still also seeing things. That's really cool. And I think the side-facing drills are pretty cool. My original thing I was thinking about doing was basically just attempting to make a box shape of drills that is capable of mining every surface around it with no gaps, is what I was thinking of doing. And I still might yet do that. So basically, no matter what angle it impacts an asteroid, it can mine. So what I would do with that is I would put like an antenna and remote control, and I would just make it start moving towards an asteroid remotely at maybe like 1 meter per second, and then I just forget about it and check back on it in like an hour to find out where it drifted off to. And let's try turning. Let's go this way first, and then let's try to make get inside here and just try to make a 90-degree right turn and see how it goes. Right-hand turn. Oh, look at that. We're getting the X-ray view because the camera's clipping inside the wall. That's awesome. I love that. So let's turn, 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 turn. Is it about 90 degrees to how we came in? Look at that. Not quite. Just for demonstration purposes. Like, I want to make a perfect 90-degree turn inside this asteroid. So we need to turn a bit more. There we go. There we go. So that is a 90-degree turn inside of a borehole, inside an asteroid. The other miners I've made, they're not capable of doing that. Like, just forget about it. Forget it. You can't do it. They're too long. So the pickaxe is pretty cool. I think this thing's a winner. We manufactured a new mining boat that's maneuverable and fun to use, and is capable of making 90-degree right turns inside of a borehole. I think that's kind of cool. That's nice capability. We reinforced the frontal armor of the crowbar. It is now capable of repairing itself. I think that's friggin' sweet. I think next engagement we will not lose our cannons. They will remain functional through the duration of the fight. And we will only really have to worry about repairing maybe the kick plate up front. And I need to address my loss of landing pads up front. Although maybe the landing pads aren't even a thing I need to be worried about. Maybe instead I should have a cockpit and a generator. It's kind of odd, but maybe I should have a cockpit and a generator. Well, actually, tell you what. For convenience sake, what if I just did this? Look, I'm totally serious here. Just tuck them behind the just tuck them here. Behind the armor plate up front, so that once I've disabled an enemy ship, I can quickly come in and disassemble that cockpit, put it on the enemy ship, disassemble that reactor, put it on the enemy ship, and basically I'm basically it's kind of like I'm storing the components, not in a cargo thing, but I'm storing the components just here. On the forward armor plate, so I can just run out and grab them. Is there something empty in here where I can deposit? Can I deposit them in the welder? Welder 2, please. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's back off her. Give her some space. Boop. So yeah, next time I go to pirate an enemy ship, I'll just disassemble this stuff real fast and then go stick it on the enemy ship. And we'll be good to go. I think that's actually kind of a good idea. And hey, actually, you know what? Maybe the enemy Gatling cannons will try to shoot at this reactor, because they seem to like shooting at reactors. They'll try to target this reactor, and it's down here behind the kick plate, and that'll just buy me some, maybe buy me some time. Actually, I wouldn't mind having this, but well, I'm going to reinforce this a little bit, but that's enough strange behavior. Got the pickaxe done, got the reinforced retrofit of the crowbar's frontal area done. I'll see you guys next episode. Until then, as always, take it easy.